Hello, my name is Logan, and today we're going to be doing a reaction video of the new World of Warcraft expansion. I love Warcraft. I will say for some street cred that I used to play that game religiously. Back in Wrath of the Lich King, did 25-man heroic mode. Could never defeat the Lich King, definitely did it on 10-man. But I put in so much time into World of Warcraft and the Warcraft series. I love it. I love the game. I love the story, the characters, everything about it. The last couple expansions, kind of like Shadowlands, killed it for me. But Dragonflight did look like a good game, but even that story looked a little lackluster. So I'm hoping I get surprised with this new announcement because Dragonflight was the very first expansion I did not play at all. So I'm looking forward to it. Let's see what they've got to say.
It has been a long, strange
All right,
trip
so this is
to
when
get back to
Chris
this spot.
just got on
I'll tell you
stage.
that. It has been interesting this past year being back under the hood of World of Warcraft. It has reminded me of a few things.
I'm not too
One,
sure, honestly, if one man can pull it all together.
love Warcraft.
Because even when he left Blizzard,
Number two,
he himself didn't
you know
really
what?
do too much.
I really
So
miss
let's
this
hope
work.
he was saving all that energy to come back and do something for
And number three,
Warcraft.
on the real, it feels amazing to be back and part of this Blizzard family again. As Holly said a bit ago, next year is the 20th anniversary of World of Warcraft. I can't even believe it. Whatever. How many
makes
of
me
y'all
old.
have been playing from the beginning?
Almost, buddy. Almost. The last expansion killed it for me.
I love you, Prison. So given that, what was that? Doesn't matter. We started thinking, so what next?
About time. Let's go. They're thinking.
What expansion hook? What single storyline could possibly match such a historic occasion?
Hopefully they're not going into
Thinking
the
about-
past.
Well, I did. The good old days, right? And some of those early mythic ideas that kind of established the background of Warcraft.
Kind of the
Thinking
more
about
unknown
Even
aspects.
some of the newer ideas that have played out more recently,
Because
but still in
Shadowlands
a way,
ruined
feel
a lot of that
unresolved.
unknownness. Saying the jailer did
and in the
everything.
mix of all that stuff, in the mix of all those ideas, particular things like, what the hell has Magni actually been babbling about all these years? Was the
They
thing
make
that
it
he
sound
came
like
to
it's an
warn us
unknown
about
thing. They're the ones who made the
Azeroth,
game.
Did it actually play out? Or is there potentially something darker still looming on the horizon? I don't know. Will there
like he's playing-
eventually be
It's like he's playing into what people hated
an apocalyptic
about the
confrontation
story
between the forces of
plots
the
and
light
things that never
and the
got
force?
finished. Like he's aware.
Talk to me, Blizzcon. I'll tell you what, for nothing, my pally Maine, I'm all in on that kind of thing if it happens. It's gonna happen. And really the big question for all the marbles, what have the Titans actually been doing since the dawn of civilization?
Personally, I don't care about that.
What is the real purpose of all of their cute little installations slammed into the side
It
of the
was
planet?
cool knowing about all of it,
Do we know
but the real
everything
story
we need
is
to
with the
know
characters we already
about their
have, I
real
think.
intentions for our world? Just saying. BlizzCon. All of these hooks and 100 more. 68, carry the 2. A bunch more. All cooking in the pot.
I know he's trying to be funny, but let's get to the point, buddy.
Started to reveal a storyline. Something epic How epic. Real epic.
It's like he's playing too much into his voice acting too.
That in
Kind of like what I do for my shorts.
Feels like the culmination of the first 20 years of our storytelling. A storyline provided we do our jobs, we do the thing.
Your job?
That will vector us
Hopefully.
into the next 20
I sure hope it does.
Of adventure.
How about
BlizzCon.
WoW 2? Just do that.
Are you with me, BlizzCon?
See, he's shaking his head. He's like, nah,
storyline
this ain't gonna be good.
The World Soul Saga.
Cool, okay. So we're gonna learn about Azeroth. Nothing too new.
The World Soul Saga is so epic, as we covered. It cannot be contained within any single expansion. It is built to play out over multiple expansions over the next few years.
Wow. Well, that is new, having a story that lasted longer than, a couple expansions, where they actually made sense.
Having said that, we are working on multiple ways to deliver this adventure to you a little faster than you're used to.
They say that every time. They say that every time.
We're not going to get into it at this BlizzCon. Forgive me. But keep your ears peeled. I assure you, we are moving with purpose. And the last thing we really want is for y'all to have your grandkids controlling your mouse and your keyboard trying to wrap this thing up. So, it's coming. Also, given the scale of this monster, we have decided to change it up today. Here we go.
What?
Dun, 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 dun. Instead of just debuting your next expansion all on its lonesome, we have decided to give you a glimpse at your next 3 expansion sets.
We'll see. It's just like DLC or something. Just because you're calling them expansions. They're just
Does this meet
patch
with your
names.
approval, BlizzCon?
Expansions, patches. They all get different names.
I'm going to warn you, there may be mild spoilers ahead. Actually, I'm just kidding.
I know I
They
keep
ain't
dogging
mild.
it, but I am
Buckle
excited to learn this.
up. Are you ready, BlizzCon? The first part of the World Soul Saga and your 10th expansion is called World of Warcraft, The War Within.
More war. Battle for Azeroth, you mean, right?
In this chapter, you will be descending into the heart of Azeroth itself, exploring new subterranean kingdoms.
Like Deep Home?
And engaging with ancient cultures.
I guess that's
like
a different
the
plane.
And the terrifying Nerubians of Arsh-Kahet.
Okay, you got me in with Nerubians. That's like my favorite race.
But as the forces of darkness
I'm drinking the Kool-Aid.
around our precious world soul.
If you give me Nerubians as a race,
will be called to do what you always do, which is dispense indiscriminate justice upon all those who got it coming. Talk to me, BlizzCon.
Yep. Just get on with it, buddy. Let's go.
The second part of the World Soul Saga is called World of Warcraft Midnight.
Again, this one sounds like a patch name.
In this chapter, you will be returning, ready, to the old world. To the fabled lands of Quel'Thalas.
How old, though, are we talking about? When they were high elves?
There, The forces of the Void have invaded
Oh.
Azeroth,
Okay.
intent on snuffing out the light of the
We're talking about
Sunwell
current
and
times, but
plunging
the old world.
into
Okay.
darkness and fear.
Got it. So Void Elves are
Will
relevant.
not only help reunify the scattered elven tribes of Azeroth, but you will make your stand with the forces of the light and banish the shadow forever.
Wasn't it alluding that the Void wasn't actually that bad? I thought that's what they were doing
Of course,
with the whole Void Elf thing.
BlizzCon
Okay,
is
whatever.
Azeroth. Things may not go to plan. Things may just spiral wildly out of control, leading us to the third part of the World Soul Saga. World of Warcraft, the last Titan.
Okay. Again, it's just about Azeroth, I'm guessing, since she hasn't awoken really.
In this chapter, you will again be returning to the old world, this time to the wintry lands of Northrend.
Okay, I like that. I like that.
You will bear witness to the return of the Titans to Azeroth. And there, you will uncover a vast conspiracy, one that stretches throughout the history of the world, one that will challenge everything you think you know about the Titans, their intentions, and the true nature of Azeroth itself.
We'll see.
In time, my friend.
It could be a good plot point, but I feel like they're
And
just
it's
going to
called
make something up.
Silicis. There you go.
Oh my God. We'll see.
BlizzCon, my hope, our dear hope, is that you can see when it comes to WoW storytelling, we ain't screwing around.
Oh, please! You haven't shown that yet. You have yet to
We are
show that.
playing for all
Obviously,
the
cinematics are awesome.
We
There's
are
cool
working
story
to
points,
establish
but your
a
characters are
thundering heartbeat for
dead.
this
What do you
franchise.
mean by that? Are you
Now.
sure about that? Please.
Now, BlizzCon. Hearken to me. Always wanted to say that. Thank you. Whether you are a current player, and I'm going to bet that most of you are, or maybe you jumped off the WoW train a few expansions ago, now is the time to come home.
Just show us what you got, buddy.
Now is the time to pull on your boots, pick up your broadsword or your favorite glowy staff, and get in this fight. Friends, Azeroth
You're not
needs her
hyping it up
defenders
until you
now
show it.
more than ever. Now, in a few moments, we are going to give you a deeper look at the war within. But before we do that, I want to leave you with a little something to chew on.
Cinematic?
I want to remind you all that sometimes very epic things can begin with small, heartfelt moments. What you're about to see is one of those moments. And with that, BlizzCon, proud defenders of Azeroth, let the World Soul Saga begin.
His Thrall voice is really cool, but playing into it. Okay, okay. Cinematic? Is that Anduin? I guess he is a lot older. Yeah, he is. Hold on, hold on. I'm gonna actually see if I can get the quality a little better here. I know it's still considered a live stream, so probably not. Nope. Okay, we're just gonna have to watch it like this. fan. He almost looks like someone I know. That's how real that looks. Anduin. Got it. Nice. Is that someone teleporting? Thrall? I'm guessing? Yep.
You're here to tell me we don't get to hide. Is that
Dude, the cinematic looks so
You
sick.
needed time. We stayed away. But time by itself heals nothing.
You didn't just come here for me.
Man, even Thrall looks old.
It's the visions. You've seen them.
I suspect many have lately.
Are they in Daenerys?
Something. Someone
Silithus,
is
whatever.
calling out from the heart of the world. Like a voice from a dream. Something dark is coming, Anduin. The world needs your light again. My son.
Ugh. I'm guessing that's when he was controlled by the jailer?
I am not that person anymore. I have no light. Not after what I've seen. Not after what I've done.
You are not your past, Anduin. I trust you.
Man. This is way deeper. Jeez, I still wish they would just make a movie using this stuff. I know it'd probably be the most expensive movie ever made, but good God, it would be so cool.
Hear me.
They're getting worse. Look, whatever's coming, I'll stand with you. Of course I will. But we were drawn here by the voice. Who is it, Thrall? Who's calling out to us?
How did they not know? That seems odd.
I'm not sure yet.
You don't think it's Azeroth? You don't think it's the World Soul? I thought
That
story-wise...
sword
Oh my
was
God.
aimed at someone.
How do they not know? I guess story-wise, maybe they don't know the lore? Like the Titans at the time didn't say anything? During Legion? I find that so odd. Maybe I'm missing something. I probably am, but I just find that odd. Because they obviously know that Sargeras did that, right?
I guess we're not ignoring that sword anymore. I do have to say, though, every time I see that cinematic, and I've seen it many times, it gets me right in my heart. It feels like a new beginning, and it feels like coming home. And we are so excited about where we are going. And now that you've seen or heard the overview for the World So Saga, let's talk about the war within. As we all gather and explore beneath the surface, we'll find an ancient
This is the first expansion. I'm getting confused already.
They will be led by someone we were first introduced to in Legion, Xal'atath, a harbinger of the void. The void brings destruction and darkness that threatens all light in our world. The last time we saw Xalatath, she promised we would meet again. And it turns out she was right. And while Anduin, Thrall, and others share the same visions emanating from the heart of the world, some are seeing something quite different.
Xalatath, isn't that the dagger? The Legion dagger?
My visions are not the same as the others.
Why would they repeat what
No
they were about to say?
radiance, no song, just the shadow taunting
Ooh.
me from below.
Oh, so cool. I love the Nerubians so much. Oh, Isle of Dorn. The Ringing Deeps. Kind of like those. New Zone, Hollowfall. Hollowfall looks really cool. The other ones were kind of meh. Dive into Delves. Okay, don't know what that is. Forge your warband? Hero talents? Oh. Earthen allied race, okay. Okay. So is that a allied race like the Pandaren?
The fate of our world rests upon the edge of a knife,
Please don't tell me she's gonna turn into a bad guy.
and our battle lies deep within.
Oh no. I like the Nerubian parts. The new zones look pretty cool. The hero talent thing. Gotta figure out what the delves are.
Or within, alongside beautiful, unique underground zones, we
Being
will
able
have
to fly
challenging
with your
dungeons and
actual
raids
mounts
and some new features
in that cool
too
way.
that are built to last. If you like exploring on your own with a couple of friends or family, we have delves. These are a
Ooh, okay.
variety
I
of
might be interested in
bite-sized
this.
experiences for 1 to 5 players that will offer endgame rewards. You may also find in your delve a familiar character who'd be willing to fight
Wow.
alongside you. And if
They
you're like
show him.
me and you have an obsession with alts, we have warbands. With this feature, you could treat all of your characters like family and share banks, reputations, transmogs,
Finally. Oh my gosh. But we'll see what they're actually cooking. But oh
We're
my
also
gosh.
introducing a new layer of customization for your class specs with hero talents. You
Okay,
might
show 'em
want
off.
to take your character down the path of a Dark Ranger, let's say, or a Farseer, and more.
And more. I forgot what the rest were. I hope we see that.
Also,
See more
during
into
your
that.
travels underground, you will meet
That sounds
the
like
Earthen
Warcraft 3
Dwarves,
units.
and you'll be able to unlock them as our new allied race.
Earthen allied race. Is that wait?
I mean, who doesn't love a dwarf?
Oh, it's not
The
pausing.
facial
Allied race. Isn't that just code word for like maybe I'm not thinking straight. Hopefully it's like the Pandaren where it's a neutral
Their options are spectacular.
faction.
There's so much more to talk about.
I don't know.
So please join the
I'm confused. Allied races, I thought they were still unique towards their faction.
What I can tell you, though, is that the call to get into the fight to save our world will ring out when the War Within releases next year.
Yeah, obviously. Obviously. Fall? Bro. That still seems so far
And
away.
lastly, I sincerely want to say, we are so excited to begin this new journey with you. And from our hearts to yours, thank you for bringing our world to life.
We might be, I don't know, I might have to dig for some content, but I
And
want
now,
them
with
to
his own
expand.
thanks Mike Ibarra.
Thank you to all the teams who presented today. There
That guy's
really
got a
is so
voice.
much to look forward over the next 2 days. And this is only the beginning. I can't wait to walk the halls of all of Anaheim with all of you. It is truly a joy to be here with the Blizzard team and our players. BlizzCon, be great to each other and enjoy the show.
Or else I will be haunting you. I will be behind you in the shadows. Okay. I'm going to see. It's going to be a little quick cut because it's still a live stream. Oh, actually, maybe not anymore. Oh, no, it is still live. I'm going to try skipping, see if it talks about it a little bit more. Otherwise, there's hardly any information they're giving us. Come on. Should throw us a bone or something here. I will be right back. Okay, so I did find the next part. It's about 40 minutes long, though. I kind of skipped around in it, and some of the art looks fantastic. I didn't really dig too much into it. I didn't really get to see the hero talents or the earthen race, the allied race, see what that's about. But, you know, as far as how I'm feeling about it, I don't know. I still think Blizzard needs to prove themselves. They can talk about what they're going to do all day. I mean, we still don't even have a dance studio, right? You know, that was even on the box talking about that. So until they actually prove they know what they're doing wrong and making it right, I'm not going to hold my breath. I think this is a good direction, but the expansion kind of looks a little lackluster. Like they're going to be banking on these other expansions and trying to make more money off of it when they could just be glorified patches, right? Because the next one is called Midnight and it revolves around the Void, which is what, and forgive me, the names are kind of missing right now, but I'm trying to give you guys that raw reaction. Sylvanas' sister, one of the Windrunners, that one that is tied to the Void. You know, looks like she's prominent in the first expansion. Why can't the next expansion, Midnight, just be a content update? You know, why is it so far ahead that it's considered an expansion? Like, we'll see how quickly these expansions come out. Hopefully they're not digging themselves an early grave by literally making us pay for content updates, content patches that, you know, we pay with our monthly $15 or whatever you pay. Of course, you can pay in gold now, a month. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. The delves sound really interesting, and the warband thing too. It sounds like they're trying to focus on people who may not have that much time, which I think a lot of us who have been playing WoW for all this time, you know, that's like the number one thing we do not have is time. So focusing on that, focusing on alts and smaller groups of people, I think that's a big plus. That's a huge A plus for me. So we'll see. Obviously, as we get closer, because this expansion comes out in fall, hopefully they come out with new stuff, more things to talk about, more teases. Obviously, they'll come out with that alpha, which people will be able to experience, and then more stuff will start leaking, you know. So I am going to be looking forward to that. We'll see how Dragonflight ends, though, because it looks like Dragonflight isn't impacting the story at all, which is very interesting. I don't even think they even... Of course, I didn't watch the What's Next panel fully, so they may talk about it, but I may have missed it. But it's kind of odd that they don't even acknowledge that. So we'll see. I want to be excited. I'll say that. I want to be excited. It'd be freaking awesome to get a Nerubian race, though a non-bipedal race would be very difficult to do. But one can hope. One can hope. So thanks for tuning in. That was my reaction. I don't do too many of these, so it may have been kind of dull. But I was pleased by the cinematic, some of the art, some story aspects of this next expansion. Let me know how you guys feel. That's actually why I wanted to make this video, is to see what you guys think. What was your initial reaction to this news? I'm very curious. So I'll see you guys on the next adventure. Bye bye.